What do you think of the law of attraction? Or does thinking positive thoughts and feeling good really attracts what's desired? Nathan, great question. Can I just ask you before I answer, what's your experience? Maybe you could type a response in the comment section. Law of attraction is really interesting because I think it works on different levels. I think there is something to the law of attraction personally. When I was in my earlier seeking days, I used to kind of look down upon those kinds of teachings because I thought I knew better. It was illogical and it didn't fit in with science, which is my background in a way. I came from a very scientific background. But actually, I think there's a lot of truth to the law of attraction, but it depends how it's presented. It can cause problems on the spiritual search. It can be beneficial as well. Yeah, Nathan, have you written anything there? Nathan, I feel good for feeling good's sake. So this is the gentleman who asked about the law of attraction. Where have we gone? Okay, I feel good for feeling good's sake, but I think it's a little woo-woo for me when it says that it brings outside things to me, or maybe I am not mature enough to understand it. Well, that's that. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but you know that's really good because. And apologies if you're not. Yeah, I think whatever your view is on things like the law of attraction, can we approach it with an open mind? Personally, I don't have all the answers on all things, but I'm open to things. And I think that's important to say, look, I don't always know, but I'm open to it. I can't, you know, it might be that your experience is, oh, I have no evidence of the law of attraction as for the law of attraction working, but I'm still open to it. So I would encourage people to experiment and find out for themselves if they're interested in things like law of attraction or psychic things and whatever. It is a bit woo-woo. My personal experience, and you know, I don't want to impose this on anyone. And also, to be honest, the law of attraction it does have some importance in the spiritual search, but you don't need to know anything about the law of attraction to realize freedom. You know, the realization of freedom doesn't depend on knowing about things like the law of attraction. But my personal experience is that the law of attraction does work. It is quite powerful. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know for sure. It's just my sense. There are a lot of things that I have intuitions about, but I'm not really sure about them. But I have an intuition about, oh yes, this might be true, or I think this is true, or there's evidence suggesting in my personal experience that this might be true, but I'm not always 100% sure. Does that make sense? And Nathan, if you feel good for feeling good's sake, that's perfect. Because if in the law of attraction, if you feel good for feeling good's sake, you attract good things to you. So hey, that's working. Another thing I should mention, actually, the law of attraction is some people, for those of you who might be into Hinduism or Vedanta, things like the Upanishads and the Vedas and the Bhagavad Gita, these texts are riddled with the law of attraction, or maybe riddled isn't the best word, but the law of attraction is everywhere in these texts. They say that whatever you think, that you become. And they're not just talking about Brahman and the self, they talk about it in lots of different ways. But interspersed throughout the Vedic texts, the Upanishads, the Vedas, the Gita, and various other texts, there are phrases that say that testify that the law of attraction is basically true. And there's this whole section of the Vedas which is about praying to gods and getting the worldly things that you want, so the materialistic things in your life, right? But I'm not an expert on that aspect of the Vedas at all. I'm more interested in the freedom teachings. But it's useful. You know, if it's interesting to you, then you know, by all means explore it.